Go shopping with six figures for a fast two-door and your options are pretty impressive. BMW M4, Mercedes C63 AMG and even Nissan's Ballistic GTR.
Now Lexus wants a slice of the action with this, the RC F.
The RC is the latest two-door coupe from Lexus and the F is the fastest, most potent model. It gets unique body add-ons and air vents and huge 19-inch Michelin tyres.
Everything about the RCF is about making it go fast, and that includes the engine, which is a 5-litre V8, a little bit old school because unlike the European competition, it doesn't have any turbo, so it sucks its air in naturally. It sounds absolutely fantastic doing it. Listen to that. Brilliant. It doesn't have some of the low rev muscle that you're getting out of the latest European cars, but get to 3,500, 4,000, that noise comes on, it's pulling really hard and you've got 351 kilowatts to play with, so it's brisk. It's all hooked up to an 8-speed auto, which gives you plenty of ratios to choose from. Works all right from that perspective, especially once you're on the run and you've got some gear shift paddles if you want, but it can feel a bit lethargic, especially if you put it in its eco mode where the throttle response is a bit doughy and sometimes a bit reluctant to kick down, but once you're up it, stick it in sport mode, goes hard.
The RC also has plenty of talent through the bends too. There's a rear wing that raises above 80 km an hour to improve downforce, and there's a tricky torque vectoring differential.
It all sounds pretty fancy, and the TVD system is. What it's doing is using the stability control system, the electronics for all of that, to send more drive to the outside rear wheel so that when you come up to a corner, there's less chance of wheel spinning, particularly when you're powering out of it. So feed on the power, and it hunkers down and squats and goes. It actually does a pretty good job. It does make a lot more sense on a racetrack, which is where the RCF was developed, but even around town you can feel its effects just starting to straighten you and help you out a bit in the corners, build up the pace and certainly build up the confidence.
So yes, the RCF is good, but with the price tag nudging 150 grand it has to be, especially when you consider the competition. So is it better than the kings of the class, the AMG C63 and the BMW M4?
It certainly puts up a good fight, but that said, those other two deliver a mighty whack, and they've certainly got more composure and probably a bit more grunt all round. So if it were my money, to be honest, I'd probably step into one of them, but you wouldn't be disappointed in this by any stretch. And the Lexus fights back with some impressive features, particularly inside. It's got a really cool high-tech instrument cluster, partially digital. You can choose the layout you want. I'm not entirely convinced with the eco mode. It's just dials up a blue swirly pattern, doesn't give you much information. But the other two are fine, particularly the sport mode, which looks a little bit race car. And I love some of the touches inside. That carbon fibre looks superb. They've done a really nice job. It's different to any other carbon fibre I've seen. It's really fantastic and indicative of the attention to detail that you get in this cabin. Every single bit of material and stitching and the whole lot is just immaculately done. They've done a really nice job. But for a category that's all about dynamics and performance and the nth degree of making the car absolutely awesome to drive, the RCF misses out by that much, even though I do love that.